Ever wonder what's really behind the headlines? Or why certain theories just won't go away? Dive into the world of the No Name Podcast, your go-to podcast for unraveling the mysteries of conspiracies, politics, and everyday life. Each week, we blend our opinions, analysis, with some storytelling to uncover the hidden layers of our world. From the latest political intrigue to the most fascinating conspiracy theories, we bring you a balanced dose of skepticism and insight. Whether you're a seasoned critical thinker or just curious about the whispers that swirl around us, we offer a space where your questions are welcome, and your mind can wander freely. Tune in, spark your curiosity, and let's embark on this journey of discovery together. The No Name Podcast, where every episode is a new chance to think critically and see the world through a different lens. Don't miss out. Subscribe today and join the conversation.
Hey, this is Jeremy coming to you from the No Name Podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's Dustin.
And it's your boy Trey.
That's not gonna work. I'll start laughing at him because he just goes.
So people are not gonna know why I'm laughing so hard.
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Because okay. When you hear this, good people, it would be edited nice and sounding great. Jeremy's gonna lay it down. But normally we come into the intro and we banging our heads and we getting hyped up.
That's true.
We did a cold intro.
You want to do it the old way then?
No, this is fine. But when Jeremy just said,
We could always just. Oh no, that's the old intro.
That's the very. I forgot all about that one.
No, that's a. Oh no, not that one.
No,
there it is. Okay.
There we go.
You know, just
See?
give a little. It's still going in the background right now, though. So, okay. No.
There we go. So normally we hear that and we all banging ahead, we getting ready, then the guy's voice come on, I'm getting charged up. And so the way we just did,
You should introduce yourself like DMX.
What?
It's Trey.
That's more like Lil Jon.
I feel like Lil Jon's better. I was gonna say it.
What? That was a little bit better. Well, that's a little bit better.
It's gonna give it to you. That's a better intro. There we go. I don't know who X is, people, on this show, but
come on.
No, I know who DMX is.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying, like, between the three of us, who's gonna be X and who's gonna give it to you?
Give me a Lil Jon. I'd rather be Lil Jon.
Oh my gosh. So,
Well, I'm gonna leave all this in. So everybody, welcome to the No Name Podcast.
welcome.
Happy Monday morning. We are going to talk today about some food poisoning, but not in the food poisoning fashion that you might think. It is the long-term effect, which we kind of think might be somewhat integrated with a little bit of NWO, maybe a little bit of end game from whoever's pulling the purse strings of just pumping us full of poison.
Yeah.
Whether it be food dyes or weird chemicals that have been regulated in other places that are not here. I don't even know. So we're going to kind of dive into that and see where it takes us through some of the facts and questions and just trying to get some critical thinking around it. So,
Before we get started too, I'm going to share something on here that I shared on our Facebook page. It shows a tractor in a field, and it says, "A food system dependent on chemicals is not a food system; it's a chemical system."
yeah, that's good stuff.
Say it again for the people.
I got to pull it back up.
Oh. I thought
If only he had an iPhone, it'd probably pull up just slightly quicker.
It got here so much faster. It was like,
Oh, no, I did not. No, I did not.
a food system dependent on chemicals is not a food system; it's a chemical system.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I think, to your point, on average, right? I'm reading some of these facts here, and I'm just always stunned by the idea that we allow it. So 70%, based on the FDA, 70% of our food is going to be clean.
Yeah.
Which means that's a 30%. And watch this. That 70% is not like gung-ho healthy stuff. It's mostly pesticides. It's poison on
Herbicide.
There you go.
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking about is, did y'all hear about the McDonald's recall in the Midwest? Did y'all hear about that?
From the E. coli?
For the E. coli.
Yeah.
The onions.
Yeah.
And then they just had
I stay
one.
on top of my McDonald's and their
There
recalls.
was one not too long ago. Someone had one for lettuce. Wasn't it lettuce?
Yeah, they had the lettuce
They
recall.
just had
too.
one for. So watch this.
But that was a different.
That wasn't McDonald's. That was the whole shebang. Like that was everywhere.
Yeah. So watch this. I'm gonna do this. How about we have some fun here? Can you give me if we had a game for $500? There we go.
I already know where you're going with this, and the answer is no. I can't name one. I can't tell you what it is.
No.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'll make it easy.
Okay.
Make it easy. What is the last? When do you think was the last food recall that we had recently? Just give me a date. A date.
I mean,
You don't want like a specific date?
Just if between now and the January 1st, when do you think the last food recall has been
I have no idea. I can't even remember.
on any item?
September of last year to now.
Today.
Okay.
There was a food recall today on Mediterranean-inspired party trays. It may contain salmonella. There was another one today. Beef and lamb gyro sandwiches may contain salmonella. Supreme yesterday. Supreme produce, same thing. Illness, foodborne salmonella. Milk, allergenic, salmonella.
Okay, so what causes salmonella?
If I remember correctly, I think it's also a bacteria or something that's not packaged right, I think. But let me double check real quick. Because the biggest one that scares people is E. coli, obviously, because E. coli goes, I think, attacks.
Yeah, it attacks
faster.
big time.
But I know, like at one time it was a salmonella scare with peanut butter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think that was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah. And let me see.
I think it was
Salmonella
this
is
year.
caused
This
by
year or last year.
salmonella is caused by a bacteria. We know obviously that when raw uncooked meat, unpasteurized,
But yeah, I mean
it touches the infected animals.
So then how would like lettuce get it? You know what I mean? Like how are we getting that in all these things?
You want to know?
Yeah, I do.
Cross contamination.
It's cross. It is cross contamination when animal poop. This makes me want to not just eat.
I was gonna say no.
Well, think
I'm like,
about it.
I wish I didn't know.
Okay, here's another stat. I mean, here's another statistic.
Hang on, we got to hear where it comes from. I don't want to know.
Touching infected animals, especially poultry, swine, cattle, rodents, and pets.
Okay, so it's probably rats. That's got to be the
touching animal poop in places where animals live and roam. So really, we're getting it from animal feces.
Yeah, but my guess is probably rats when it comes to like all the vegetables, because it's kind of surprising how many vegetables come back with that. You know, with that.
Well, you heard. Okay, so
onions, lettuce.
Well, think about it. I wouldn't say rats, but think about it. When it's two things that's happening here. Y'all know, I'm more of a liberal person, so I watch a lot of the liberal documentaries about save the animals and vegans. And
wait, are you a PETA guy too?
I don't know what PETA is.
Oh,
we don't care about the dogs. What?
Oh man,
What are you saying? Oh, see, yeah, that's my favorite channel.
Yeah,
by the way.
Yeah.
News source, great news source. Okay.
Clinton News Network.
There we go. I love it. I love the Clintons. Who doesn't?
Just wait till Elon owns it.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
I was just trying to. I was trying to raise your blood pressure a little bit. Did that work?
Yes. Somebody mentioned him today at work, and I went off again. I'm gonna have to pray about
How
that.
many people have you showed my the thing I showed you the Tesla logo compared to the?
I don't talk about him. I buried that.
I figured you would have took that.
No.
Look, everybody.
I just pray the devil off him or on him.
You should have heard how great me and Dustin were talking about him before you got here. I mean, I was talking about my Elon Christmas ornament, whole nine.
If you have, I would break.
That's a little Elon bobblehead, you know?
Let's get back to the
Thank you.
contaminated food.
Thank you. Because now I'm just thinking about punching him in the face. Now, where was I at? Jesus, I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't think it's rats. I think it's, so think about it. You have this field of lettuce, cucumbers. How do you fertilize?
The fertilization side.
And I seen it in this documentary. They did have some lettuce and some it was natural, but then they have the cows, these nasty cows right next to them, and they was taking the fertilizer, and then in order to spray the fields that the cows need to eat, like they was rotating them, they would spray crazy, and they would say the poop from the cows. They take that same poop from the cows and fertilize, and it sprays, and of course, you spray something. What did the wind do? The wind takes it and it just drops on these lettuce and cucumbers and all this stuff. And then of course they clean it as best they can. They might spray it with some pesticides, but then they bag it and wash it, but they're not soaping it. So they just sprinkle it up, like just trying to, watch this. They just trying to rinse it off.
Do you wash your vegetables with soap?
No, I'm just saying you're not just going to rinse them and you think you're going to rinse and get salmonella off. Good luck. You're not. It's not happening.
No.
So you soak them in like so when you get your vinegar, technically you're supposed to put them. From what I heard from these different health folks, I found a lot of different health folks on IG because they share knowledge how to clean your vegetables. A little bit of vinegar, clean them, stuff like that. Let them sit in the water and stuff like that.
When you fertilize, isn't that supposed to go through some sort of processing?
No, what you
of
mean?
some sort?
You mean like spraying poop?
Like when you put the fertilizer on the ground, like isn't that more than just poop?
The fertilizer that we buy for our yard, yeah.
You mix it with
Right.
But
soil.
they're not doing that.
I mean, you mix it with soil.
Yeah, dirt.
Dirt.
That's why I said they get in the poop. Literally, these cows poop in this one area, and they were just they had a machine. He would run on the documentary.
This is why I just eat the cow,
well,
because I don't have to worry about
the
it being fertilized with his poop.
that is true, but the cow comes with its own issues.
All vegetables are grown with fertilizer.
I will not eat any more vegetables.
That is
Only
not the
if
point.
it's grown on a tree.
Come on, man.
You can, but but in the document they were showing how this happens. That is not a reason for you not to eat vegetables.
I'm going with one of the, what do they call that? The carnivore diet. That's
Okay,
what
to
I'm
your
gonna
point
do.
though, and tell me what you guys think about this. So I was, like I said, I follow a lot of health people. My dad died from hypertension, so I'm always big on trying to get this blood pressure down. And one of the
I'm sorry I didn't help that. I'll watch that.
Thing.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Now you got me feeling bad.
No,
Sorry.
right? No, you don't feel bad.
I feel bad a little
Just
bit.
say Elon and my blood pressure.
Elon knows.
If I throw the musk in there,
he knows mixed martial arts.
I don't care what he knows. He doesn't know
stop.
Trey
So
Burke.
you're doing the wrong
He doesn't
thing.
know
You're doing
Trey
the wrong thing.
I'm a Mike Tyson him. Nah.
What, you go Mike Tyson and just stand
not-
there and let him hit you?
not old Mike Tyson. I'm talking about young Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, grab his ear and just eat it.
I'll eat your face.
They were like,
I'll eat your face.
take me some bath salts right before the fight. He's
I'll
unstoppable.
eat your shit.
Man, the bath salt. Oh my God. You remember that epidemic?
Right.
Oh my gosh. What,
Two people ate some
what the
people.
hell was wrong with our country back then?
Drugs.
my
The same thing.
God.
Well, let me ask you this, though. If we're talking about salmonella and
Thanks for bringing us back.
fertilizer, think about like back in the 1800s and the 1700s and early 1900s when all these farmers grew all their own vegetables, all their own food. I mean,
Well,
nobody thought about all this stuff.
They
back
didn't
then.
have it though, because think about it. These farmers at the time, and we go back to the older days, they had more pride. It wasn't mass production either. So it was their families going out there and figuring it out how to do it in a way. Watch this. Most farmers ate the stuff that they produced.
Yeah.
And they had pride in
And they
what
had pride
did.
in it.
Yeah.
So they wasn't giving you. I guarantee a lot of these farmers are not eating the stuff they send to us.
Right.
Probably not.
And because they understand.
I mean, you've worked in fast food.
Mhm.
Would you eat there?
I eat there now, but like really hesitantly.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I would not eat where I.
I can't say where I work because people will be
Yeah,
very,
we
very
can't say.
offended.
But-
I think we get a lawsuit and for real then.
What?
No, if I say up some of my horror stories,
Oh,
yeah.
how's that a lawsuit? You
well-
have to sign an NDA.
No, but I'm pretty sure they're big enough they can come get us.
Let me ask you
You
this.
mostly.
Let me ask you this though: would you be more concerned about eating the vegetables because of that, or more concerned with eating vegetables that's been sprayed with or fogged with pesticides and herbicides?
I think if it's not processed, I'm not worried about it. So like for instance, raw cucumber, I will go wash. You know what I mean? Or straight up, it's the packaged vegetables more so you probably have to worry about because most people are not washing those. Most people take them right out of the package and they're thinking they've already been cleaned.
They've already been washed.
And so, like for instance, I know in the black community, we wash a lot of things. Like you wash a chicken, with vinegar. That was a big thing on social media during COVID. I didn't know that. I learned a lot. Like I didn't know that during COVID, white coaches don't wash their legs. A lot of people don't. I was like, I didn't think that was Jeremy. I told you already.
Excuse me, what?
It was a thing. Jeremy, I told you grew up different. It was a
Don't
big.
wash their legs?
They said because the soap runs down their body, and I said that is a bunch of hard horse malarkey.
That has got to be some.
What?
Do you wash your legs?
Yes, I wash my legs.
Okay.
That has got to be
gonna show you-
backwoods.
After this video, after we have our conversation, I'm gonna show you the video. It was a real thing. I was so baffled. I had to call Dustin because I was like, "Is this a thing?" And Dustin was like, "No, I wash my legs." Like, then why are these people not doing it?
I mean,
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I assumed
It's all gravity fed.
it's all
there's the
gravity
same
fed.
people eating out of a trough, I guess.
Probably. So to your point, if anything that's highly processed is bad. Period. Just assume it's bad. Even if it says organic, even if it says, natural, it's probably bad. So watch this. I was watching this thing on Instagram, and the guy says it's people, I forget, I think Northern Alaska. He said they eat nothing but fish all year round, no vegetables. They're living to 100-something years old.
I believe it.
Watch this. The same people, they only eat, the only vegetable they may eat is seaweed when they find it when the ice defrosts a little bit. Then the same folks who are like living in some kind of jungle somewhere, they eat nothing but these, meats and greens. And he said, they may have a mixed diet, and then other people in this other region, they eat nothing but greens because that's all they can really get. He said, all these groups living to 100. What do they have in common? If I just tell you that one group lives in northern Alaska, cold is freezing year round, and they eat nothing but fish, a little bit of seaweed. Another group lives in a jungle. They eat mixed diet, meat and some vegetables, and then another group eat nothing predominantly meat. What do they have in common?
They're eating everything that the earth produces naturally.
There you go. Natural.
Yeah.
Straight from the ground.
Yeah.
That's why they're living longer.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the vegan diet or the vegetarian diet or, eat nothing but meat for the rest of your life.
It's how about double cheeseburgers?
No, that's processed.
Dang
it. You know what cheese is, don't you?
I love cheese.
You know what it is?
It's a product of a cow.
It is cow pus.
No. It's made from the milk.
No, it is not. No, it's not. That's the biggest misconception. It is not made from no milk.
We got to look that up.
I believe you not.
You have phones? All right.
Cap.
We got to look this up.
Cap. You are not going to ruin my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Elon Musk every 10 seconds
if you
ruin cheese for me.
I know this and I still eat cheese. It's addicting.
I will not eat cheese.
If you are correct and cheese is pus,
cow pus.
I don't think I can eat it anymore. I don't.
Is cheese cow pus?
I don't. He's ruined it for me.
I'm
done. He's ruined it for me forever.
That's a done deal for me.
No, we just ate cheese pizza.
And now I have to go throw up.
Is it true that cheese is fermented pus from a cow?
No, it's not.
Y'all ready for this?
It's milk. It's made from milk.
Let me see. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I hit the wrong thing. Hold on. What is PETA? What is cheese made from?
Oh, there we go. PETA. I do not trust PETA.
Okay. We're not going to do PETA because I obviously have a bad thing.
Well, it's biased, Trey.
So much. I have to look it up because they got so many. They give me a list now.
He's got to go
Cow's milk is the most commonly used in cheese making. It's most commonly used. However, let's see. They're not giving me that information. They just... I have to find it. I will find it and send it to you. But, oh man, come on. I don't have time. It is, I'm telling you, it is cow pus.
You got to find the one now,
in with milk.
Jeremy, to give him the...
No, I don't think so.
You got to give him the fake news. Fake news.
I need a fake news button on this thing. I need a fake news button. Or I need my youngest son to say cap, and I'll just push that button. Cap.
See, I feel like, yes, I 100% agree with you on that because I would much rather
cow
eat...
pus?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I would much rather eat the things that come from the earth naturally. But, our creator created the earth, and then our earth produces us our food. Hold on a minute with the cheese thing. I'm trying to make a point here.
I found it. I want to be
I'm trying to make a point
Go
here.
ahead. Yeah, sorry.
But also, growing your vegetables and using fertilizer is still natural because that comes from something natural.
How we do it, to your point, how we do it is not the bad thing. It's when you take the straight up cow poop, and let's say you get a sick cow.
Well, yeah, but what if though they're fogging all this pesticide and herbicides all over these vegetables that are grown from this? What if it's reacting with the fertilizer in a certain way? No.
Think about it. If you take,
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying it's possible.
That the soil is bad.
No, the pesticides. You should not be.
Oh, you said like they're all mixing together.
Yeah,
it could be. No, it could be. It could like we're mixing a lot of poison.
Because you made a very good point, and you said most people are not washing these properly.
No,
but they shouldn't be ingesting it to begin with.
So over time, right? If you keep doing something, you'll produce something else, right? And I think one of the misconceptions in science is that it takes light years for something to happen in an environment. If you're spraying cow poop everywhere. And let's say that in a particular area, this area was not known for that, not used to it. It changes the layout of the ecosystem. So now an animal or insect adapts faster because you're spraying it with fertilizer.
But you're not
pesticide.
spraying fertilizer everywhere. You're not spraying cow poop everywhere.
They're doing that. They're
doing it wrong because you're not supposed to spray.
Watch this. Come on, my don't regulate me, folks. Who's going to regulate them?
You don't spray fertilizer. Not cow poop fertilizer.
Let me show you right now.
There's liquid fertilizer.
Hang on.
I'm not saying
you said you had something about this cheese. Let's wrap this up.
Okay.
Because I'm mad about
I'll
the cheese.
come back to the spray poop.
Yeah, let's come back to spray poop. We spent 20 minutes talking about poop.
Okay,
we're going to wrap up the cheese thing first.
Cheese can contain pus. Oh my God. Did you just beat me?
Censored.
Hey, bro, it can't.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done, but I don't want to hear it.
Yes, watch this. Yes, cheese can contain pus from cows that have bacterial infections in its udders. So if the cow is sick,
well, of course, if the cow is sick, but your milk is going to as well.
Come on.
What is it? No.
Come on now.
You just said can contain pus if it has bacterial in what?
But so would your milk.
It's udders. I don't even know what udder is.
It's udders. That's where the milk gets from. That's what the milk comes from. They milk the cow with the udders.
So it can have pus and milk in it.
Yes.
Okay, what are we talking about here?
Because milk can have it in there too.
Yes,
the key word in that was could. Doesn't say it's made from pus.
But you want to know what's going to get rid of the pus? The pasteurization.
Yes.
Now,
oh my God,
that takes me into the fact that you should probably be drinking raw milk, which they have outlawed, just for the record.
First of all, we're not supposed to be drinking milk from a cow at all.
Why?
We drink. Oh, never mind.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what Jeremy's over there drinking. Okay, let's think logically about this. Since we talk about food here, let's think logically. What other animal outside of cat? What other animal drinks another animal's milk?
Exactly. I don't know.
It's no other. Point. We are supposed to. And it's gonna sound weird the way I'm going to say it, but bear with me, people.
That's why
you're
I beat
listening.
Myself earlier because I was not going to say it.
You need to beat me on this a little bit. No, don't beat me.
Tired of the beat.
Humans are supposed to drink humans' milk, and we do this between a certain age. What are you looking at me for like that? We are. We're humans.
Yeah, but I am not.
Cows drink. Okay, apes drink milk from apes. Cows drink milk from cows. Giraffe. Every mammal produces milk. Every mammal, and their youngling or they saplings or whatever you want to call them, drank milk from their mama, and at a certain age they stop. We're the only species, and we have even made cats do it with us. Drank milk from, and cats don't even drink milk like that. Drank milk from another mammal. We're not supposed to do that.
That's a good point.
Think about it. The milk that the cow is producing is for a grown time. It will be for eventually a ton cow, right? Why our human milk is made for us to grow into humans the nutritions that we need to be strong humans.
Jesus, you just made a great point on me.
Yeah, you did. I'm like, maybe that's why I look like a cow.
Incredible.
I want to say you look like a cow.
Incredible point.
Watch this. We was talking about this. I think we was talking about this off mic maybe. Could it be the reason that why some of our kids are developing way faster is because they're drinking steroids?
Yes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're still talking about cow poop.
No, watch this.
So we can't get into that yet.
Well, I'm not saying steroids. I'm not saying legitimate steroids.
The cow poop thing's ridiculous. They're not spraying.
Okay.
Yes, they are.
I'm about to show you. I am about to show you. I don't know. Okay, look.
If they're spraying cow poop, then they're farming wrong.
Okay, what incentives do they have to farm right?
You're not supposed to spray.
Have you ever been in Dublin, North Carolina?
No.
Dublin, North Carolina is the number one place that we produce pork. Good old America. If you go see what they do to those farms, you will never eat pork again. Because they're not.
Good thing I'm not going then, because I gotta eat it.
I'm telling you, and your bacon probably come from there. They're producing from the cow.
I'd really like if I could stop eating pork. I probably would.
So the people around that area who live, and it's a low-income area, so there's a lot of black folks. So that's the only reason I find out about this. Is I did do digging to see what's happening, but mostly because I want to see what we're eating. And one of the documentaries I was watching, everybody around there is sick. Around that farm. They showed the water that the pigs go to is pink, which means it's bacteria on the water because it's from the cow. I mean, a cow, but the pigs poo. They poo in this. They kind of, I don't know how they get it out there, but they have a lake and they drain the lake by spraying the fertilizer of the pigs back on this ground so the pigs can, do their thing in it. And because they spread, the wind gets a hold of it. These people get cancer and all this different stuff because they have so many pigs. They say it has a stench into the county.
Oh, wow. That's nasty.
And so all I'm saying is, if you watch
this episode might ruin you.
If you watch the documentary, What the Health?
Just don't even know anymore.
Well,
Jeremy, I guess me and you are going to be vegan.
No, you're not.
No, because they got the cow poop on the vegetables.
And that's the problem. So I said, here's what you have to do. Either you're growing your own, which we all talked about, get our own land, try to do that one day, or you cleaning everything, or you just got to be really, really careful. Because it's not the meat. It's not the cow. It's not the pig.
Right.
It's what we do to get them chickens. It's what we do.
That's how I think about it anyway, is because God created all this. And to me, cows, pigs, vegetables, all this other stuff that grows, that's for us to live and survive.
I'll tell you this. There is a farm about, I don't know, half a mile down the street from here that I go visit on my golf cart, and I buy stuff from them. I think they will be the only place that I buy stuff from going forward. As far as
you would be better off doing it, especially if you trust it, if they're doing it right.
Yeah, tell me later. Huh?
Yeah, he can't tell you on the mic.
That later on.
The people might be like to zoom.
I got too many details out there already. I can't.
Tell me later.
They're gonna geolocate you. So that's so. And
they would never do that.
Get back to your spray poop.
Let's wrap up the poop, because there's a lot of other things I want to
we can get off the poop in a second.
Yeah, there's a lot of other stuff.
But I just say that how about we transition to some of the poison you want to talk to? Is what we a lot of people want to get away from government regulation, which I understand to some point, like personal life stuff. But these corporations and some of our practices need to be regulated, and they should be regulated by our government.
Now, you know my stance on government regulation. I am for the government regulation when it's for the people.
Yes.
To an extent. But when it takes away your civil liberties,
absolutely. I agree.
That's an issue.
Yes.
But things like this,
regulate.
Absolutely.
Regulate the hell out of.
Exactly, because the problem is to what Dustin is saying, is that they should not be doing it that way. Like, that goes back to what I was saying earlier about there's a process that you have to do for fertilization. You're not supposed to just do that. You know, that's what I was trying to get at. Like, there's supposed to be a process.
What incentive do they have to do that process?
Exactly. They don't have it. That's my point.
It should be to protect the people's health. That should be the incentive.
You can't,
morally speaking, that's to the right.
Yeah, I know how I feel about capitalism.
But we don't feel like they're morally good anyway. So
why?
They're not going to do it.
But see, watch this. Whose fault is that? In the grand scheme
it's our fault for allowing it to happen.
Yes.
Not only that, what's the other reason? For demanding it.
Yeah.
They won't have, if we watch this, first of all, I can't remember the exact number, but American waste is so much that I think it was at one point, we waste so much food that we can end world hunger. Our wasted food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
It's not crazy, Trey. Look at how much food you probably throw away in your house. I mean, you telling me you don't go through your cabinets every so often and you're like, expired, boom, is that just me?
Well, I don't. Well, let me tell you, I don't go through the cabinets and do that, but the refrigerator for sure.
Let me tell you, if you go through your cabinet and do that, you will be pissed.
Right? How much money?
I mean, my family will tell you, I'm like such an a-hole sometimes because I'm like, we are not going to the grocery store until these cabinets are bare. Like all the stuff that my kids are like, oh, I want this, and we buy it, and then it doesn't get eaten, and then it's all just sitting in the cabinet. And I'll go through the cabinets every so often, and I'm like, okay, we're in danger here of having to throw away hundreds of dollars worth of food that I'm not going to do.
Right.
So we're going to make meals out of what we have. We're going to eat what we got, and we're not going to the store except for some cow milk and, just like things that we can use, like essential ingredients to make what we have in the cabinet work.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy how many times you go through there and just throw stuff away. It's like, well, what, little thing here and there is whatever. But when you start looking at the mass of it, you're like, wow, what a waste.
Yeah. I might have to start drinking almond milk now, though.
What?
Well, have you ever seen how they get it from the almond teat?
What was that? What was that?
Like I told y'all, I follow a lot of health folks, and I thought I was doing the right thing by eating almond milk. Definitely getting away from the cow milk. I haven't drank cow milk unless I really trying to change the situation, right? And one thing for sure, is they even found ways to cheat that.
Yeah.
Demand is, and the reason I say it's our fault, not just because we allow it to happen, Jeremy, but like we do. If you had a store and you had this particular item, and let's say you made it by hand, and it kept flying off the shelf, and you had a backlog, and then somebody came and said, "Hey, Dustin, we can make this faster for you."
Yeah,
Now,
you're right.
immediately, what you're gonna lose? The quality.
Yeah, you're right.
And so you gonna say, "But I want to catch up," so you'll give the rights, whoever, to this machine to make it, and the machine makes mistakes, or now you got a lower quality product. It's not handmade anymore. It's not that same attention to detail, and it's gonna lose a little bit of its value. Well, if your demand continues, what will you say?
You're right.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
I need the bacon.
Yeah.
I need bacon. Well, if you need it, then they have to figure out a way to get these pigs fat faster, which is steroids, killed faster, and continue to whatever it is how they breed them at a normal rate, right? Yeah. Chickens. If you ever go to Gainesville, Athens, and you coming from the chicken farm, that was one of my favorite things driving from college. Get behind one of them chicken trucks, and they are just pooping and throwing up, and I know they're going to the slaughter.
Have you ever been in a chicken house?
No, is it that crazy? Have you been in one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been in one.
Wait,
I've been in several chicken houses.
come on, man, give me the breakdown. What's happening with our chicken wings?
Let me tell you, okay? You want to talk? So those cages that you see the chickens on in the back of the truck, those are the cages the chicken lives in.
No. Like they never get out of that?
No, that is
The ones the chicken houses I went in weren't, but yes, there's a lot of them that are.
There is a chicken house in, I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to get anybody in trouble, but not too far from here, there's a big old company that somebody I know used to work for, and I went in these chicken houses, and I'm telling you, those cages that are on the back of those trucks are the same cages they live in. There's, 4 or 5 chickens to a cage.
What?
Yeah.
Them cages like this big.
Crazy. They've got this basically food system out of these little things that come down. They got the watering things that come down. That's how they eat. That's how they drink. And then they have these little things at the bottom of the cage that grab the eggs, and it just goes down basically this little gravity-fed conveyor belt all the way down and ready for harvesting. But those chickens live in those cages from start to finish. I mean, it is really kind of disgusting.
Those chicken plants like that he's talking about. Yeah. The chicken houses that I was in, over where I lived at growing up in the countryside or whatever.
How long ago was that?
But that was like 20
exactly.
years ago.
It's
That was
changed.
like 20 years ago.
It's changed.
Yeah. So, to your point, yes. 20 years ago, they were running around in the chicken house, but you had dividers.
Yeah, but you think about it.
They had dividers off too, so it wasn't like they had like the feeders like he's talking about that came down, and all these different rows were feeders on this side and waters on this side, and they could run back and forth, but tons of chickens in there.
I mean, this is going to be a 24-hour episode because I want to get into the steroids now, like you were talking about.
Switch over.
Or what is it? What did you say, steroids or antibiotics? Because it's really both.
Both.
So when's the last time you guys have been inside of an elementary school?
I just went to visit my grandkids, recently.
So you're taller than I am, obviously. However, did it make you feel short?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I mean, it's weird to me. Like when you go into an elementary school, how big these kids are.
Yeah.
And how fast they're developing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's 5th graders that look like they're in high school.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
What do you contribute it to?
Steroids.
Food, water.
Vaccines.
I contributed to all that
It's
stuff.
not vaccines, man.
Oh, of course not. That could never be. Could never be. It was so funny. I took my youngest to his checkup, his well check the other day, and they asked, "Do you want him to get his flu shot while he's here?" I said, "Nope,
Absolutely not."
nope."
But
just the ones that he has to have to go to school. Then,
Yeah.
Yes.
I tell you what, that was really nice when I took my kids to their well check, and my son that's about to go into middle school, they're like, "Do you want to do the round of shots?" I said, "Nope." I said, "I don't have to, so I'm not going to." They're like, "Okay,
we'll talk about that next episode. Drop some knowledge on you.
But I to back to your question, I think the reason they are like that is because of, like you said, food. Everything in our food.
It's got to be our chow.
Everything in our
Now,
drink,
what piece of our
water,
chow
everything.
do you think it could be? Do you think it's
All
the
of it.
steroids? Do you think it's the antibiotics? Do you think it's the...
Anything that we consume that's highly processed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love it. Unfortunately,
I don't remember being tall compared to adults when I was in 5th grade. And I was pretty normal height. I mean, I was definitely more round than most, but height-wise, like I wasn't any taller than
No, I wasn't.
than like the normal. And so it's just kind of weird to me because I feel like kids, when we were young, I feel like it took till you were 14 or 15, maybe 16 to kind of get full height. I'm hearing now a lot of kids that are 12 and 13 have maxed out.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, it's like we've accelerated the growth.
Yeah, but at the same point too, a lot of these kids that we see too when they're in high school, to me, I'm like, man, they don't look as old as we did when we were in high school either.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been there.
We have some where they are, like I'm agreeing with you, where they they look like, but then we have a lot of them where I'm like, geez, man, you look young.
Yeah.
Like, you look really young. You don't look nowhere near as old as you say you are.
Yeah, I haven't been into any high schools. I've been into the elementary and the middle school because that's where my kids were. So I kind of got a real world, and even some of the 8th graders, I'm like, dude, you're full blown beard. I mean, like, I don't even remember how long it took me to grow like real facial hair, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So I think, let me just read some of if I can get it to stop, some of the ingredients. I think for whatever reason, and I shared this with Jeremy, and I think I shared this on the episode potentially. If I didn't, I'll just re-say it real quick. I don't want to sound like a socialist, but because of capitalism, we have allowed certain things. So for instance, the FDA is supposed to be the regulation standard, right? But they get paid, and they get paid and believe it or not, your taxpayer dollars don't cover everything the government needs to do. All right. So they do work with corporations, get some kickback. That's why, think about it, Boeing is in trouble this year because the planes won't stay in the sky, keep having issues. Because why? They pay the person who's supposed to be doing the regulation. They give kickback and say, hey, if y'all just let us get away with this, we'll fix it, but we'll give you this money towards FDA. Now FDA can keep and do some other things that they want to do. Not FDA, FAA can do whatever they want to do, some other projects. And to think about it, if a company is making billions of dollars, offers you 10, 20 billion or whatever it may be to keep, that budget is going to help your agency out a lot. You know what I mean? Especially when you have Doge coming, that's going to help you a lot because you got to stay afloat. And what people don't realize is that there's no benefit in capitalism for people to do the right thing. Capitalism does not say that. Capitalism says make money or die trying.
I think that capitalism could work better if people had pride in what they were doing.
What for?
Why would they have pride?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that should be what America was grown on.
Huh?
Should be. I mean, when you look at...
You're morally speaking, you're correct. But,
yeah, I mean, I'm saying...
but I'm sitting here saying...
I'm not saying it is.
I'm saying, when has America ever been moral?
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not. Morally speaking, yeah, they should be.
The ideas of America are moral.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I'm sitting here saying the entire time America's been
never been practiced. Right, it's never been practiced.
But I mean, we were just talking about like farmers back in the day used to have pride in what they did.
Yeah,
that does exist.
But they're not part of capitalism.
Yes, they were.
They were. But that wasn't necessarily an American thing. That was whoever raised them thing. You see what I'm saying? So think about it. You accumulate all this wealth for your family. Let's say you do get the land you want. You get the land you want, and it's worth eventually one day it's worth like, I don't know, 50 million. You're not gonna live forever. So that being said, it's who you gonna have to leave the land to. And let's say you teach your kids this is how it's supposed to be taken care of. Blah blah blah. They're not doing that.
I was gonna say my kids will sell it to a developer so it can have 8 million houses and apartment complexes.
I want to go get me a Tesla.
Blood pressure just went up again. Okay, watch this. But okay, to your point, right? So let's say the good work ethic is kids are inherently bad at this. Is we listen to our parents to a certain extent because then at some point our knowledge and what their knowledge is cross, and we say, well, I can take what you're doing and make it a little bit more easier so I won't have to do it that way. So which is good because that's how innovation, that's how we get AI, that's how innovation happens. But what we lose is that integrity of pride of work, which is I produce this. Some millennials still have it, but I think a good chunk of us have lost it. And that being said, is what do you end up getting? Shortcuts. What do shortcuts produce? Poison in our food, more ingredients, shelf life extensions, because we don't want to throw anything away. I'm going to put so many preservatives in this, which if it can live on a shelf, what is it going to do in our body?
See, I kind of see what you're saying on this point, because you're saying that it is their fault to a degree, and it's also all of our fault to a degree.
Absolutely.
But the way that they do it is that they manipulate us into believing that they're going to help us and that they're doing the right thing for us and all this other stuff.
Who is they?
But in where it's our fault is we don't ask enough questions.
Wait, who's saying they should protect us? Who is they?
I'm saying the food industry,
FDA or corporations.
FDA, corporations, or whatever. If they're going to say, okay, we're doing this for your benefit to help you, blah 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 blah, but they leave out all this other stuff, but then it's on our back to where we should be asking the other questions that they're leaving out.
So even though we have Doge coming in, do you think it's okay for the FDA or whoever that is that's in charge of those things to be taking kickbacks from companies just to further their projects? Do you think that should be allowed?
If I'm answering simplistically, no. It should be a natural process. It should be an honest process.
Because when you take the kickbacks, that's when you start getting you're being bought, and that should not be allowed.
But at the same time, is when let's say for instance, okay, if we take this money from here, we can really focus on this drug that may cure cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But if we don't have the money, this drug that we could potentially save thousands of lives, whatever drug FDA is trying to figure out how to approve, we'll sacrifice a little bit here, and we really, and this may be a little bit on the fence of going into big farm that I think y'all have talked about a little bit.
No, we need to though.
Yeah, so it gets into big farm, which is the objective is not to kill us; it's to kill us slowly.
The objective is to make money.
Well, that's the objective, is to make money.
No.
And this is what I'm sitting here
in the
thinking
name
in my head
of
while
making
you're
you
sitting
better.
Here saying this.
No.
Well, in order to make the medicines that we need for your cancer, you mean the cancer that you created?
There we go.
By poisoning my damn food?
now you watch this. That's this. Now, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all money. It's all about money.
And what is and when you live
it's
in
all about money, all about power.
So watch this. And that's why I always tell people I'm not a socialist, but a pure capitalist system does not work in the favor of its people. It works in the favor of a few. When I say a few, the people who can get ahead of the system. So, for instance, if the more money you amass in America, the more political say you have, which means now I can buy FDA, I can buy Congress, I can buy them. Watch this. If I am the number one producer of poultry, and I can buy you too, and I can say, I will make sure your kids are set up for life. I just need you to pass this law and this law because I'm tired of having to do this, because when I have to do this, it costs me more money and it's hurting my pockets, even though I'm still making billions. But I don't want to do this anymore because it's an extra step I don't want to deal with. Let me tell you, you're going to do it because your kids will get set up for life.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
And now I'm dictating the process, which means I'm not thinking about, is this going to kill the people? And y'all not going to eat the product now because y'all know what I'm doing to it. Y'all know that stuff may be self-insecure for millions of Americans, but hey, I'm not eating it. So watch this. Now that being said, I'm making money and I'm killing folks. Watch this. And 9 times out of 10, the same people that's producing poultry have a hand in pharmaceuticals.
Right.
Because they understand if we keep you sick, you're going to, I hate when people say this. Oh man, I got a headache. I need to go take some medicine. No, go drink some water first.
Right.
See what your body can do first. I might have a headache for a day and a half before I decide to take something. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Sometimes your headache ain't just because, like, first I get sinuses really, really bad. But sometimes the headache is just from stress. Calm down, Trey. Go to sleep. Sometimes it's from not drinking enough water, and 9 times it's not drinking enough water.
Stop thinking about Elon and drink some water. Yeah. You know. But what about water? What water do you trust?
Man,
let me throw that one out to you. I mean, what water do you trust? Because I was listening to this thing the other day about the fluoride in water. So you know the whole reason they started putting fluoride in water is because people weren't brushing their teeth, supposedly.
Wait,
they were trying to
who said that?
Save us
by poisoning us?
By putting fluoride in the water for the people that weren't brushing their teeth, right? And this is years and years ago, right?
Did they stop doing that, or are they still doing that today? Some
people still do.
I thought it was the chlorine that was in the water.
Well, that's that's where I'm going with what water do you trust? I mean, you can get bottled water all day long, but have you ever looked at some of the statistics on where they get? I mean, It will ruin
The
you.
water. So my mom had breast cancer, and she caught it early, stage 1.
Thank God.
And they was like, hey, we just want to watch the tumor. So my family went vegan with her. She changed her diet. For Thanksgiving that year, we had nothing cooked above 120. We had mushrooms. We had vegetables. It's like all raw vegetables pretty much. Because nothing, if you don't cook it above 120, it don't do nothing really. It just kind of warms it up. And she had a machine of alkaline water. She paid for this machine about $10,000. It was hooked up. It was crazy hookup. The tumor shrunk tremendously. The doctor said, we're just going to take it out. If we eat raw food, it can be meat too, people. If you can find a farm and they kill it in a day or a couple of days old, you know you're going to cook it that same day, you're okay. It's the stuff that we can sit and put up for long periods of times that is dangerous for us.
Yeah, the processed foods.
So to
with
your
the,
point,
preservatives.
the best water you can test is alkaline or one of these Fiji-ish waters. If you want to test the water,
Fiji water, you trust that?
The water test, when you test the water, it comes out right. It comes out water. Now watch this. Now here's the problem with Fiji. It's in plastic.
Plastic bottle.
It's in plastic. So it's not necessarily the water, it's the plastic for Fiji.
About Perrier.
Huh?
Perrier.
What's period?
What's it?
Perrier.
Perrier.
I don't. It's in a glass bottle, but
That is in a glass bottle.
I haven't
Yeah.
tested.
In a glass bottle.
So do some. Now we get into what I said off mic was in people back in the 50s and 60s. Most of sodas came in glass bottles, aka Coke. To this day, even though Coke is bad, Coke to this day, if you go down to the World of Coke Center, you'll get at the end of the tour they give you a free glass Coke in a bottle, glass bottle. They don't give it to you in a plastic bottle, but you buy it. Watch this. The aluminum can is bad.
Yeah, but I mean, all that stuff is in aluminum before it gets to the glass bottle now.
Yeah, now
I don't know about back then.
Back then, I think it was just shooting straight out the machine too. So stainless steel and glass is good.
Okay, well, I assume what Coke's using is stainless steel, so
I hope so.
stainless steel's okay.
Yep.
Okay.
No, because it's natural. It's a natural product.
Yeah.
Or it's coming straight from the ore, however they make steel.
Interesting.
I'm telling you, it is the most remarkable thing to me that we have accepted poison in our food.
Have you seen those vegetables in a bag that you literally take it out of the freezer and it's in a plastic
And you
bag?
warm it up?
Plastic bag. You leave it in the plastic bag
and warm it up.
and throw it in the microwave
Oh
for like
my God.
5 minutes or something, and the thing looks like it's a pillow.
Yeah.
When you go to take it out, I'm like, that cannot be safe.
You just cancered your food times 10.
Literally.
But
I
you're
mean,
eating healthy though. With cancer.
healthy? I mean, think about the preservatives that are in that.
I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not healthy.
So anything that you have lasts longer than 30 days. Would you eat anything? Or just if we go upstairs and we go through your cabinet, I guarantee you a lot of that stuff in there can last longer than 30 days.
Oh, we're sitting in front of a basket of it
man,
right
looks
here.
So good. That candy too.
Them M&Ms are calling my
I just ate some poison.
Well, that
Probably drinking it too.
that energy drink it lasts longer than 30 days.
Hey man, it would not necessarily liquids. Not necessarily liquids. But I'm talking foods.
Okay.
So watch this. Okay, in this energy drink, it's seltzerless and it's not necessarily good. Zero juice, which is good. No artificial. Let me see.
Did you say zero juice is good?
It's good.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
It don't say it's not real. They it's pretty much sparkling water. A little hint of flavoring. But watch this. It's no artificial flavors. It's no what is it? Where is it? Yeah, no artificial flavors. No high fructose corn syrup. No aspartame. 7 essential vitamins. And it's probably not the best. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's healthy. It's like this healthiest version of an energy drink. But it's still bad. I'm pretty sure it's pretty bad somewhere. If you can eat a little poison, you might be all right. But we're eating.
Oh, we're eating
3 meals of poison a day.
We're eating it in droves.
Can I share something with y'all? Because where we at on time?
We're good.
Okay. I'm gonna share something with y'all. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy, Jeremy? I would like for you to join me on this journey.
I'll try.
You're not gonna try this, Jeremy. It's crazy. I know you're not gonna try this. So I saw a guy. He was on Instagram. He said, "Hey, if you want to avoid the doctor, you want to stop getting sick, you want to regulate your blood, you care about your health, do something crazy." I'm like, okay, what you talking about? I've been vegan for a couple of years. I know how that works. Hard to do. Now this is what he says. No, I'm gonna try it come January. I'm gonna eat 3 times a week. He says eat 2 times a week. Just 2 times. Now watch this. When I say 2 times or 3 times, I'm doing 3 times. Literally 1, 2, and 3. Not I'm eating it on Tuesday. I'm eating on Wednesday 3-course meals. No. I'm eating 1 meal on those days.
Now, what's the meal consist of?
Now, The way he kind of said it is 'cause you eat whatever you want.
So I could go to McDonald's, and double quarter pounder.
I think that would kind of defeat the purpose, but your body is resetting, so I don't see how it would hurt you too bad.
Well, Trey, make sure during that time we're recording the podcast on one of your eat days, because I don't think I want 2-day no eat Trey.
Why?
Oh man, hangry much?
I don't get, okay, when I'm locked in, about day 17, 18, I've fasted for 15, 20 days straight. Nothing but water. I normally start the year off like that.
Okay, half Jesus.
I used to like my friends. They call me baby Jesus when I do stuff like this. Only because sometimes do you ever feel like when you eat something you get tired, lethargic? You saw it the other day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jeremy, okay, I'm gonna be honest with people. Me and
Call
Jeremy,
that food coma.
when you was handling family business, I said, "Hey Jeremy, let me get something to drink. I got a body armor." I was fine. I drank that body armor. I was over here struggling. And then I said, Jeremy, I don't know what happened. I just got tired. It's something my body is not supposed to react.
Well, I told you it's because of all that sugar. Those things are full of sugar.
Right.
I mean,
and sugar is crack cocaine. Worse than.
I hate it.
I
love it, but I hate it.
We can't say no to it.
Oh no, can't say no.
Worst poisons. I mean, it's got to be.
It's worse than drugs. It's legalized.
It is. I mean, that and caffeine too.
And I'm not talking about natural sugar. I'm talking about
fructose,
granulated sugar.
Yeah, fructose is natural
worst
sugar.
poisons ever created.
Right. Fructose is natural sugar. Your body can break down anything called fructose. Fructose is chemically made for our DNA system. It's the I don't even know what the other sugars are called, but those versions of it. Think about it. All our food is chemical based. It's chemistry.
Yeah.
Our body is chemistry, and they try to find the chemistry that kind of function with our body the best.
So I guess if I go on this journey with you of 3 times a week, if I go to Burger King, get me one of those Impossible Whoppers.
No way.
It's got to be way better, right? Because that's not a GMO just waiting to be eaten.
It is. It's science. Yes, it is. It's worse.
You caught the satire there,
Yeah,
right?
I did.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Okay. Yeah.
No, when they first came out, I thought, oh yeah, especially when I was vegan. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, this not right.
Did you try one?
Yeah, I have one. Not from Burger King.
You ever tried one?
What did I?
No.
Yeah, I tried one.
Why would I go to Burger King and spend $12 on that?
I think I did.
When I could spend $12 on meat, and maybe it's not good meat, but it's still somewhat meat.
No, $12 meat is. You probably got some salmonella on that.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, we're in good shape.
You get some ground beef.
So 3 days a week, eat one meal. And I just want to record. I'm going to like show my body every day and to see how fast I lose the weight. And I really want to.
This is me at the beginning of the journey. This is me on day.
Just be praying for D. I may be a little hanging around her because she may be still cooking chicken and all that stuff.
Oh, she's not going to do it with you?
No.
She don't need to.
Those days.
What about some of the others? This other poison though, like the
food coloring?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, if you look on our No Name podcast artwork, there's a little food coloring Easter egg there.
It's in everything.
Yeah.
Everything here in the United States.
What is it? Red?
Everything.
What's
Red 40.
Yeah.
Yellow 5. Blue. I don't even know.
So isn't it Canada that's outlawed in?
It's whole Europe.
Well, I know there's a bunch of countries, but I'm talking about close to
Europe.
us.
Whole Europe.
Isn't Canada outlawed
don't
that?
play us with that.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear something crazy? Since we talked about it? So watch this. I'm gonna do. I got a couple of them for us here, and I'm gonna just do food comparisons. Okay. This is watch this simple stuff. It's stuff that I'm kind of like
toothpaste.
There we go. Why do we have to poison us in everything that we do? And so I'm gonna say them real quick. Here we go. Okay. Hot Cheetos, flaming hot Cheetos.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here's
huge.
Here's the American versus the Australian. All right, y'all ready to see this? Australia's ingredients: corn, vegetable oil, sugar, cheese powder, milk salad, something I can't pronounce, yeast extract, salt, citric acid, sodium nitrate, vegetable fat powder, onion powder, garlic. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably about 15 ingredients. Your favorites, because you said that, your favorites are highlighted. Color red 40, Lake. Lake must be extreme. Yellow 6, You wait, like Yellow 6
Are
Lake.
you reading America's now?
Yeah.
Okay, this is America's
Yeah,
now.
America. Sorry, everybody. Yellow, America. Yellow Red 40 Lake, which means that's the bad. Yellow 6 Lake, regular Yellow 6, Yellow 5, and that's the artificial stuff. We haven't got to all these other nitrates, mitrates, hydroglycerin, concentrate, buttermilk, corn. It's about 25 more ingredients in the same product they sell to Australia. I'll give you one more. It's simple. Jeremy loves Mickey D's.
Oh,
You ready?
You're not
UK's.
going to ruin it for me.
I'm not going to ruin it. Mickey D's in UK, their fries are made out of potatoes, vegetable oil, sunflower, reseed, which is bad, by the way. You can't have that. But nitrates, hydrated oil, salt. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients. And you add the salt, 5.
dang.
Okay? That's their fries. America, potatoes, vegetable oil, canola oil, corn oil, soybean oil, hydrogenated soybean oil, natural beef flavor, dextrose, sodium acid phosphate, salt, vegetable oil. Why do we have all that stuff in ours?
I didn't hear anything bad.
That's 12
Again,
ingredients.
What, Jeremy? Those oils are horrific.
You missed one big ingredient.
What?
Potatoes.
But it's the oils. It's the oils. Those oils.
Why do you need to cook it in so many different oil? Why can't
it
you
be
just
the
cook it one
same?
oil?
That's what makes it taste good.
Could be the beef
No,
flavor.
beef flavor. That's what it is. There you go. There you go. All right, last one. And this one blew my mind.
Fruit Loops, I hope.
No, I didn't get the flu.
Oh, you should have gone to the Fruit
Oh.
Loops.
The
That's a
Fruit
good
Loops,
one.
That one's crazy too. This
Your
one is
boy.
ketchup. Oh yeah, you saw that at the interview.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right, ketchup. France.
Ketchup.
All right. Tomatoes, spirit vinegar, sugar, salt, spice, herbs, extracts. That's it. Okay.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. All right. America. Tomato concentrate, distilled vinegar, high fructose corn syrup,
Oh, there
corn
it is.
syrup, salt, spice, onion powder, natural flavoring. Why?
Now, you've been to France, haven't you?
Yeah.
Did you have ketchup over there?
Yes.
Did you taste a difference?
Yes.
Was it
Everything
in a
tastes
good way or a bad way?
Like it's our American taste buds have adjusted to poison.
Yeah.
So then,
I mean, it's true.
no.
I mean, because literally, if FDR, which, we talked about it a little bit when Dustin was out of town, but I'm excited about FDR if he sticks to the food and does what he says he's going to do.
Say that again. Sticks to the food.
Sticks to the food and does what he says he's going to do. And I'm excited for that because I'm willing to put in the crappy tasting food if it means that, it will be better.
Are you talking about Robert Kennedy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did I say RFK?
You said FDR, which is
Oh my gosh! Wow, what an idiot.
I knew it was
Okay,
Franklin
RFK.
Roosevelt,
I'm sorry.
which is Franklin Roosevelt. But I just wanted to say it, so-
Yep. Please, thanks for correcting me. That's good. I don't. Yeah. I
Would,
don't-
okay, would you be okay? And y'all tell me this: if he, because I like the idea with food, because this is absurd, and we didn't even talk about Fruit Loops, the coloring system, how Canada,
Insanity.
the guy shows the back of Fruit Loops from Canada versus ours, and like, why is ours so much brighter? And
Crazy.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
I think RFK did the same thing.
did.
I
He did
really
that.
hope RFK sticks to that.
Okay, now are you willing? Now this is the people again. Now this is the people. Are you willing to say yes? Change my food if it costs the food more.
But I was going to say this earlier when we were talking about it. It's too bad that they couldn't have made these adjustments 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I think we're paying for our crappy food now what it would have cost to cut the artificial ingredients. So
what you
you're
said,
laughing, but
no, I'm laughing. You said cut it. That's a drug term. Like cut it, blend it with something else. Sorry,
But it's crazy to think about how I went to go pick up food to make spaghetti.
how much?
$24 to make
Yeah.
spaghetti.
And you could have ate out for that.
Literally,
Smaller sizes too. Probably with the can. What do they call it? I forget what they call it.
the shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation.
Yeah, shrinkflation.
You paying more for something less.
Right. I mean, it's just crazy to me just to make, and of course we put like pepperoni and all that stuff, so it's a little bit more expensive from that, and like would have been $10 cheaper, but still $12 because I paid $10 for pepperoni, but it would have been $12 just to make spaghetti.
So are you okay with that though? Are you okay with, let's say, if he somehow is able to get all these nasty stuff out of our foods, but it costs us more.
Give me a percentage.
So let's say your spaghetti costs, you said $21,
22.
22. Let's say it goes up to 30.
I mean, that sucks because I'm not very good at math, but that's what, 35%?
Mm-hmm. Somewhere there.
That's a lot.
But at the same time, and I hate to have to say this, but you're paying for quality.
Yeah. But I mean,
but the problem, the biggest problem I have with that is it's absurd and ridiculous that you have to pay for quality when you should be getting quality anyway.
well, I think that at the end of the day, if you regulated it
I mean,
enough.
you shrug. Is that a shrugger that you agree, or a shrugger of, that's just the way it is?
I mean, I don't think so. Canada's paying for this kind of food for the most part. Like, I wouldn't be mad at some of the things that I've seen in the Canada ingredients. I'm like, you should probably take that out too if you're going in. But I think their difference in cost to ours is like 8%, and I'm okay with 8%.
This is what I say. Since we talk about food and drugs, I think it was Wegovy or one of these weight loss drugs that everybody's so hyped on. One of them, I think what's the country? I think Dublin or Ireland, whatever country it's made in, they charge the government $19 a dose, like whatever.
Wow.
You know how much they charge America?
$1,000 and $1,200 or whatever for a month.
It's absurd.
Yeah, watch this, for the same exact thing.
Yep.
Not because they have to ship it, so that there's a shipping. Nope, it has nothing to do with that.
It's because they can.
Because they know we're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
What is the number one thing that America struggles with health wise? Obesity.
Yeah.
Oh, we watch this. Demand.
Yeah.
We know there's a lot of bigger people over there. We know that people don't want to put the work in. We know they're going to eat it. So you know what we can do? Because they're going to want this, we can charge you more. It's not in Ireland. It's probably, right. It's probably a lot more fit people over there. In Europe, it's a lot more fit people. Look, Jeremy, how long did it take you to work?
How long does it take me to get to work?
Yeah.
Probably about 35, 40 minutes. Probably about 40 to 50 minutes.
Jeremy's never walking to work.
No.
Watch this. He is incentivized in his beautiful home to drive. Driving, although it's convenient, it makes us what?
Lazy. Yep.
If Jeremy had to walk to work, which would be a terrible walk, by the way, I guarantee he'd be more fit.
I don't know, Trey. I'm pretty fit right now.
No. You know what I mean.
Fit in this chair.
Oh,
Fitting to put this whole pizza in my mouth. I got plenty of
you
fit.
could eat the whole pizza and no problem because you got to do 50 miles to work. Think about it. Back in the day, most people worked around where? Their house.
Yeah.
Within walking distance or bike distance or, 13 miles to a gallon car, so you ain't going too far. Now we can go further, which is fair. It's good. We can live further away from people and blah, 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 get more land, blah, blah, blah. But then now we sacrifice. Think about how much does traffic drain you on the way home.
Oh, a lot.
So you come home and you just watch this. Your brain from sitting, is tired. A body in motion stays in motion, a body that doesn't. So now you want to rest your brain from fighting through traffic and seeing people probably flick you off or honk their horn. Or watch this, detoxing your day.
Yeah.
Right at work. Probably sitting a lot around at work. We're conditioned to be out of shape on purpose. And let me slide you poison. And in the poison, we put stuff that makes you feel more comfortable.
So you saying this just made me think about this too. Going back to the food dyes and everything that they're putting in our food and everything. And it also goes to pesticides and herbicides they put in our
everything
on our vegetables. It's all of the poison.
Yes.
So the food dyes, they're banned in Europe. The whole continent of Europe, okay?
Yeah.
Here, we have a mass numbers of dementia and Alzheimer's and all this other problems. And they're pumping everything with dyes and pesticides and herbicides and all this stuff.
Nitrates and
they did not have all this back then either.
They didn't
back then, no, they didn't need it. Like you said, everybody was more active. Everybody did more. Everybody grew more of their own stuff.
Oh, watch this. Think about it. I hate to go back. In the 1950s and 40s, we had more housewives. What are the? And I know. Bear with me, people. Relax. Jesus Christ! I can hear some of y'all already. How dare you be so chauvinistic? Okay, relax. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
What was the job of the housewife? To go to the grocery store. Remember, they didn't have a lot of refrigerators. Daily.
Yep.
So the chef, they didn't need a chef life because they knew it was coming off the shelf that day. 3-day maximum. She was coming to buy it. She's cooking it. She's whatever, going back home or buy it for the week. Put it in we would be ice box for a couple of days because you had to wait for the ice man to come by. You couldn't do all what we can do now.
Yeah.
So thank God for convenience because now we got these big old refrigerators that can hold stuff for years. You could probably jump in a refrigerator now and a nuclear bomb happen, you'll be okay, right? That being said, we are to blame. I want my stuff to last longer. Okay, they're going to figure out how to do that. And then they're going to give it to us and not think about the long-term consequences of it. So watch this now. We're dealing with dementia, high blood pressure. Heart diseases are a huge thing in our society.
But the long-term consequences benefited them too
Absolutely.
If Big Pharma is connected with FDA.
What's that game? The body game, the hip bones connected to the. You might as well sing that with our food.
Yeah.
The Cancer Society Association site will tell you what foods to eat, and those foods cause cancer.
But then whenever you have people like me and you and others who say, well, this is how I'm going to fix it. I'm going to grow my own food or I'm going to raise my own meat or whatever. They say, well, I'm going to fix it too. I'm going to make it extremely hard for you to do that because it's going to be very expensive for you to be healthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cheaper for you to eat poison and kill yourself mentally and physically than it is to be healthy and live longer.
It depends. And when I say this, it is cheaper to eat healthy. It's just not accessible. That's the hard part.
Yeah, it's not as accessible, and it is more expensive most of the time.
If you go to a farmer's market, it's not expensive. The problem is you want to be whatever.
Well, I'm not talking about going to farmer's market. I'm talking about if you just want to, eat on the go.
First of all, you shouldn't be eating on the go. Anything on the go is terrible.
It doesn't always have to be, but
what do you mean?
It is.
Name one thing on the go is good.
No, I'm saying it doesn't have
Apple.
to be.
Yeah, if a clean apple, yeah.
Yeah.
But watch this.
After you've washed it.
Yeah.
Watch this. If you have it in your house, my daughter, thank God, my daughter loves fruits and vegetables. Really doesn't mess with meat, just mess with pizza. I can live with that. But watch this. A lot of people don't think get that bag of apples. Hopefully, it's not pesticide and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
How many in your fridge right now? How many fruits versus others do you have?
Oh, it's a. Don't use me for an example.
Not either right now.
Wait. So we probably have from a party we had got a lot of Cokes in the refrigerator. They're probably going to stay there. I probably got beer and Cokes from parties and stuff, and I don't drink it. So and we don't drink Cokes. My wife may sneak a Coke and pray for her soul. But my daughter, we might have two trayfuls of apples. My daughter's going to run through those. She have like 2 or 3 apples a day. She loves them. I may have one too. No, watch this. Don't do stuff like this, people. Don't get the apples in deeper than peanut butter.
Oh yeah,
defeats the purpose of
That's
apple.
what makes it good.
We were talking about the poop earlier. They say there's a lot of rodent hair and spiders and stuff like that in peanut butter.
In peanut butter?
Yeah,
don't tell me that.
that's what they say.
Who said that?
That's what I read one time.
Ew.
Because they can't control it. They can't help that because mice are going to run across the.
Why are mice in the factory?
Yeah, or spiders, great daddy long legs are going to fall down in the.
Nobody cares. That's why.
We eat spiders.
Oh yeah, we eat spiders all the time.
Yeah, we don't. We just don't know it.
I mean, they're probably crawling in your mouth while you're laying in bed.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they said on average, I think in a lifetime or a year, we eat like 8 spiders.
Yeah, I think it's probably more than that.
If you sleep with your mouth open. I was about to ask you something, but I just drew a blank. Do you ever think that the issue in America is it so much so that we've given up the right, or okay, we grow our own food, right? Oh no, that's where I was going. Sorry. Like for instance, you go to the farmer's market, but I don't know out here you have actual farms, but I live closer to the city, and that being said, we have some farmers markets that's there, and I love going. It's like a cultural experience, but it's the inconvenience of driving 30 minutes to go there.
Yeah.
Now, so that's why in the city they do like the what do you call them, farmer Saturdays, and they get real people from farms come up there and sell their stuff. That's what you need to be doing.
There's one of those in Winder, in downtown Winder,
Farmers market
near the Friends.
Yeah.
They do it like every Saturday. The local farmers markets there. Every Saturday they come there and they sell their pickles or their tomatoes and all that stuff.
And you know what you can do with farmers that you can't do at Publix or Kroger or whatever?
Talk to them.
Haggle. Yep. Hey man, come on man. I can get this. Come on man. Let me get this. and they may say no, or wait, just wait to the very end.
Yeah.
When they was, I don't want to take this back. Hey, I buy this box from you. How much you sell them? How about I cut you? And you can now work with you. They don't want to take it back. A profit is a profit.
Yeah.
They, so food on the go. It should be fruits. You know what to do with the strawberries, right?
Put them in chocolate.
Dark chocolate, maybe.
Put them in the sugar.
Oh my gosh,
Put 'em in the
Jeremy.
sugar water.
Oh my god.
That's what Cool Whip has on their little
No,
logo.
no, Cool Whip's terrible.
I know. I hate
Oh my
it.
god.
I hate Cool Whip. But I was just saying, I was
Oh
giving him
my
another thing to mess with you about.
Oh my Jesus Christ! He said, "Put them in chocolate." And we're talking about poison.
Sorry, go ahead. What do we do with the
Oh my god! You put them in water. You let them sit for a couple of hours.
with sugar?
No, Jesus Christ! What are you eating?
He's going to make a cake.
Oh my gosh! Y'all see me rubbing my eyes. I'm not sleepy. I'm just stress level.
You're in a room with a super fat guy. What do you expect?
Jeremy.
I mean,
if
I'm
you
just
ate
saying.
clean, if you ate clean, you can still eat the same amount. I guarantee you shed pounds.
Oh, I'm telling you what, it's amazing what me not eating can do. So
Where does that be? Where does that even? Like, what you mean? If you don't eat, you get hangry.
when you're big, okay,
Uh-huh.
you can lose 5 pounds
Easily.
easy. I mean, like day and a half, done.
Mm.
I'm telling you, it's amazing.
Have you ever ate healthy?
Define healthy.
Like you was intentionally fruits, vegetables, light meat, clean meat, lean meats.
Again, I have a policy. If there's no meat, I didn't eat.
Okay, I'm giving you meat, lean meat, healthy meat. I dare not say take meat off the table.
So I did keto for a long time.
Okay, so how was that?
I mean, it was fine, and
What
I
happened?
felt like crap for a long time, and then I did like one of those allergy tests, and I realized I'm allergic to almonds. I'm allergic to like so many things. Like that's all I was eating was stuff I was allergic to, because I was like, what is wrong with at first you're like, oh,
Were
I
you
got
breaking
the
out with hives or
keto
something?
flu. No, just like stomach issues, like the whole night. It was terrible. It was bad.
And you got the keto flu because your body was
Oh, my
detoxing.
But I thought that's what it was.
Dude,
I
I
thought that.
tried doing keto for like 2 days. It was like 2 or 3 days, but I got so sick.
that means
bro.
you have a high intake of sugar.
Oh
Your body
my
was like,
god! I
give me
got
my crack.
so sick.
But I mean,
I
I-
felt like I was going to throw up.
But when I did that, I lost, I don't know, probably about 80 pounds.
Get out of here.
Yeah, and I have kept most of it off. And then I was doing this thing where I would eat a can of tuna a day, and that was it. Like just one can of tuna. Well, that was actually not too long ago.
How did that work out? How much weight did you lose on that?
Love it.
Probably like 20 pounds. Like I
Jeremy,
said, when you're big,
You lost a human?
like when you're big like me, it's easy to lose weight. It's when you start getting smaller that's
Yeah,
hard to
you
lose
lost-
weight.
You lost my youngest child.
100 pounds. That's good though.
But so there's a lot
I
of
thought you
different.
said 20 pounds. That's
No, well, 20 pounds on the tuna diet.
yeah, that's why
And
I
80
said he
80
lost my-
pounds
80
on
pounds
keto.
on the keto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
my youngest,
Yeah.
the 20 pound, he lost my youngest child.
That is the 20 pounds.
Yeah.
now I've got your youngest son right here in my left arm.
My goal is once I do this thing for 30, I'm gonna just try to do it for 30 days. I know I'm gonna get to it. I have been down in sugar like nobody's
You
business.
said only eat 3 meals a week.
3 meals a week, and then when I am eating those meals, it'll be
But
fruit,
now-
vegetables, and
okay.
water.
In those 3 meals, can it be a big meal or can it be a small meal?
So watch this. I'm going to be eating like a massive
Meal.
Daniel fast type situation, like a lot of fruit, a lot of vegetables. I'm thinking about going in what do you call them things where they stick the thing up your butt and drain everything out.
Oh my God.
I don't know what it's
the
called.
colon cleanse.
Colon cleanse, but they call it something else too. It's like they pull out the parasites from your colon. Have y'all seen that? I'm gonna show you the
No.
video. It is nasty.
I don't want.
I don't wanna
I'm going
see
to show it
that.
to you. Nope,
No.
nope. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it.
Dude.
And
That sounds
they
terrible.
pull all the parasites out of your body, and then I'm gonna start it. I've never done it before, so I'll videotape it so y'all can see.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you do a
No,
group
no.
rate on that?
I don't
Might
know.
be down.
That's
Can we all sit in the same?
Yeah. Hold hands.
Kind of like a nail
y'all
salon.
can do it. I am not doing it.
Jeremy, you got me.
Absolutely not.
Could you imagine like a nail salon?
Absolutely not. I am not up for that. Y'all let me know how it goes.
Come on. We're
Come
doing
on,
it.
Dustin.
sir.
It's for the podcast.
It's for the
I
podcast.
am not
So
going
allegedly,
into a room with you two and shoving things in my butt.
we'll lay
That's
on,
disgusting.
we'll lay on the sides. We'll hold hands. And
Half
then
wall, half wall.
Absolutely not.
They actually you want to see it, and then they put it in front of you, and you just see it comes out. That's the crazy part. Is they have a big this machine, and they see it like all this stuff comes out.
What the hell?
What? It's not. I mean, it's not
What's
poop in
wrong
there.
with you?
Bro, I'm trying to be healthy here. Okay. We got about a couple of minutes left, right? My dad was 39 years
We've
old.
probably lost all of our listeners.
No, they're probably diving deep into
Oh,
this
they're
right now.
definitely Googling where to have this done. That's
If you want to be healthy, you need Google right now. Now watch this. My dad died when he was 39 years old. I am 36, approaching 37. In my head, I'm hitting some pivotal years because this is major for me. I'm like, dang, like I felt like my dad was older when he was 39. Now I'm approaching like my dad was still pretty young. All right.
very young.
That being said, is I want to take whatever precautions not to miss the moments my dad did with me, which is I want to be there when Annalie gets married. I want to be there when she graduates high school.
How old were you when he passed away?
I was 16 going on 7. No, I was 17. It was 2006. Yeah, I was 17.
Wow.
So and one of the reasons I would press so hard in school because I was pretty much an AB student up until my senior year. I struggled.
Yeah.
It's because
Because he wasn't
he went there.
there.
I didn't care anymore. I was like, bro, what am I doing this for? I could die tomorrow.
Yeah.
It don't matter. And so health is big on me. So I eat bad right now. I do 6 months eating bad, 6 months eating good. January, you know this, January through July, I wouldn't eat no meat. I didn't eat any meat for the year.
Huh.
And then July came.
Well, according to Jeremy,
House
you're
guy.
not eating.
How should I shut up? I started eating meat. A little trauma eating. I think I was working out everything. Trauma. I ain't gonna lie. That chicken show do taste good when you're stressing. Right?
That's right.
Now I want to focus my mind back, start reading more books, clear my head, clear my body, eat clean, and see how my body feels. When I was vegan, I'm not gonna lie, I dropped like 30, 40 pounds, but I didn't really get sick. I caught the flu. Outside of that, I was like, my mind was never fogged. And I'm talking about when I was going through that thing with my mom, my relationship with God was high. So I encourage everybody to.
But the thing is it matters where you're getting your vegetables from. Even you can eat vegan and still be poisoning your body. That's the whole point of this show.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this
about eating
episode.
vegan too, by the way. It's just eating clean.
Eating clean, right?
Eating clean.
That means.
Well, I just don't want somebody to get the
high
impression like, oh, I'm eating vegetables. Well, it doesn't matter.
Wash them.
If you're eating
if
vegetables.
you're not, yeah, it doesn't matter if you're eating pesticides and herbicides.
Yep. And then, like,
everything else.
if it's processed, if it's highly processed, vegetables included, because vegetables can be processed, you stay away from that as much as possible.
Well, all you do, Trey, is you go to the grocery store and you crack open one of those little containers where they got all the cut up vegetables and you just eat that, right?
No, they're sprayed.
Okay, so then you just get the fruit one, right? That's all got all the fruit already cut up and put in there, and
sprayed.
you know, even the delicious apples that are all cut up, they look so great, and they last in your refrigerator for weeks, Trey. Weeks they last in your refrigerator.
Anything that's pre-cut is processed. You didn't cut it, it's processed. Let's think like that. If they chopped it up for you, it is processed now because somebody else did it. Get the whole pineapple. Stop being a lazy beep me out. Stop being a lazy beep. Cut up your own pineapples. Wash that stuff. Really wash it. Cut it up. Stop steaming your vegetables. Eat them raw. Unless you steam them to a certain degree.
What's wrong with steaming the vegetables?
Because you take all the enzymes out of the stuff that your body needs to actually make them healthy.
So you're just eating nothing at that point if you cook your vegetables?
You're cooking all the nutrients out.
It's a certain temperature you can't go past.
Okay, I'm asking.
Yeah.
Potatoes as well?
You want to stay away from potatoes all around. You can eat them lightly because they're starch. You want to stay away from rice. You want to stay away from anything.
Except for McDonald's French fries in America.
Because of the beef flavor.
The beef flavor fixes everything.
And the 5 different sets of oil that's cooked it.
Got to have the oil. That was another thing I found out I was allergic to was olive oil. That pissed me off. I was like, I was so mad at myself.
What happens when you eat
I'm
olive
like,
oil?
you weakling.
Yeah, I don't think you're allergic to that. My mom did a test like this, and I just don't believe it. I think they just make up stuff. I'm gonna be honest.
I'll be honest with you. I cut a lot of that stuff out.
And you feel better?
I felt better.
Okay.
So
my mom every day she's allergic to something new. And me and my sister laugh. Yeah, sure.
Well, I was just trying to figure out why, because like I said, when I was doing keto, I went through the original keto flu. I expected that, didn't last long, but I just never felt like my energy was way up. Like that part of me up. Everything else was just,
Man,
like I just did not feel
when
great.
I tried keto, I was so weak.
So what was the keto flu? I know you.
Oh no, I got so weak.
It felt
I
like
mean,
the literal flu to
I
me.
was so weak.
So really, you know what that means, right?
Yeah, you're detoxing.
Yeah.
So before
Going through withdrawals.
when I went through to do the keto, I actually did a juice cleanse, Arden's Garden. Probably heard of that.
Oh yeah.
So I did that for like 4 days, which was terrible. Terrible. Okay, because I was
I've never done it.
Oh, that
because
juice
I was
tastes
worried about the
disgusting.
sugar situation. So I was like, I'm gonna do this. I didn't. Yeah, I did that for like 4 days, and then I was like, I can't take it anymore. So then I was like, all right, good. I'm good. And then so my keto flu per se was more of during the Arden's Garden situation, because that was just more natural sugar, and whew, man, that was rough. But I felt good during that time.
Yeah.
And then after I, started eating all this almond stuff and asparagus and like all these things, I love asparagus and
You allergic to asparagus too?
yeah, in olive oil. Like it was so good.
Oh, but you can eat them steamed.
Well, I mean, cook in the pan a little bit.
No.
Of course, now I realize it's pointless.
Yep.
But I don't like asparagus raw, so no thanks.
Everything tastes better raw.
No.
Oh, geez.
You know it's really good?
What?
Get some, what do you call those? The carrots, cook them up real good. to
The
where
baby carrots?
nice and soft, and then put some honey on it, and sorry, I couldn't help but see your face on that. But
Listen to this. My grandpa, I'll say this and then we can wrap this up because I know we're over. But my grandfather used to love sweet potatoes. You like sweet potatoes?
No, I hate sweet potatoes.
Well, my grandfather loved sweet potatoes. But the way he would eat sweet potatoes is he would
Cinnamon
Make
and
it-
sugar.
Oh yeah, he would bake it in the oven, put cinnamon, butter,
that's the only way they
sugar.
taste good.
and sugar on it,
They don't taste good, but yes, you make them into a cake.
and then he would put.
Well, that's what I was telling
and he would
Amanda.
also put like honey on it
Yep.
and mix all that together, and he ate it, every bit of it.
Yeah. I see. That's the only way they taste good, except for when my wife makes the sweet potato cupcakes.
Oh, cupcakes.
Oh, real good. It's the only way I really like it. Other than that, it is pumpkin's evil sister.
Oh,
No,
man.
thank you.
He would wrap that thing in foil too, so it would steam and get real soft in the oven on a pan.
Aluminum foil.
Oh yeah,
Pure poison.
yeah.
What?
Aluminum foil is terrible. Are y'all kidding me?
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, Jeremy.
I'm
Full
playing.
four hat gang.
Yeah.
What
Well, that's the only
what
place I put
about
the
like
tinfoil.
Ziploc bags?
No plastic. I threw away the cutting boards as plastic. My wife was looking for it. She's like, "Where's it?" I said, "I threw them away. They trap stuff on there. I want that."
I got a cutting board at home, but it's
Plastic?
no,
Wood?
it's wood.
You just got to way you clean it. It doesn't hold anything.
You put it in the dishwasher. That's what you do with all good wooden cutting boards.
Yeah, do that if you want to. That junk is done. Baby carrots?
With ranch.
No, there's no such thing as oh my god!
You're
Dear-
talking about food
dear
with
baby
the
daddy.
wrong
what?
person.
You know what?
Dear baby
We
daddy.
should go and visit Elon's farmers market.
Oh God.
It'd be the best
Well,
place to buy your vegetables.
This is going to be part A. We're going to have a part B at some point.
Yeah, because I don't think we touched into
we
enough
didn't
on
even-
the like the food.
I got
the
so
food
much
part.
stuff.
That's
Baby,
what I mean. This
there's
is
no
a
such thing as baby carrots.
well.
No such thing as baby carrots. GMO'd.
You ever heard of veal? It's like the veal of the big carrot, right? They just
No.
pulled it a little sooner.
No, if you what happens if you pull a vegetable too early?
It's a baby carrot.
No, it's not. No such thing. Don't even look like a regular carrot. Real carrots have little lines and wrinkles like they've been depressed to the ground. Baby carrots be baby butt smooth. Get out of here.
I mean, that's what most of our vegetables
just
look
took-
like, though.
Well, what they did is they took a shaver to it and they
They
shaped
did
it really,
not.
shaped
Look,
it really
there's a
quick.
reason why homegrown vegetables look nothing like what you buy in a store.
Right, because they process them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm agreeing with you.
So you eat the processed carrot with poison and ranch?
Absolutely. I'm already eating a poisoned carrot anyway. What does it matter? I might as well make it taste good, right?
Is ranch
No.
is ranch made out of cow pus?
Oh God.
If it got baby milk,
It's
buttermilk,
got the mayonnaise in it.
and the buttermilk and whatever else they put, a little cow pus up in there, buddy. A little bit.
You
Hey,
got
man.
me thinking about the milk thing though. I might not drink milk anymore.
I never drink. I drank. Think about it. Okay, watch this. You ever
You
drink?
ruined me on milk. Now.
See, we going over, but good people. I'm gonna make sure y'all are healthy. At least thinking about it. Thank you, Destin. Think about this. You ever drink milk and then you immediately doing this
It makes my saliva very thick.
because it's not for you.
It makes my saliva very. I get thirsty. If I drink milk, I
Yep.
get thirsty.
When you eat ice cream, what does everybody eat ice
I
cream
get
with? Water.
thirsty. I
Why?
get
'Cause
so
it's too
thirsty.
thick. Watch this. You ever drink milk and then have to go drink some water, or your sinuses start getting real clogged? It's not for you. Now watch this. If you need milk and you just want milk, 2 milks, 3 milks you can drink. The natural almond
Coconut
milk. Huh?
Coconut milk. Coconut water.
Coconut water is water.
What? Coconut. Well, why they call it coconut milk?
Coconut milk is a real thing, by the way.
Okay, well maybe coconut milk. You can drink coconut
maybe
milk.
I never had coconut milk, so I can't speak on it.
Malibu coconut rum. Hey.
Not the same. Not the same.
What's the milk
All
I can
right.
drink?
So almond milk, but it has to be like no added sugars, no added
organic almond milk?
Yep. Yeah. Watch the word organic. Watch this.
Fake news.
Oat press milk
I do like that. I've had that
now,
before.
oat
It's
milk
actually really good.
or any
Oat
kind
milk
of
is good.
or grain, any kind of grain milk. Okay, if you're not allergic to grains. All right. Here's the last one. Y'all
Goat
ready?
milk.
Huh?
Goat milk.
No.
It's the same thing as cow milk.
Same from animal.
I know.
Y'all ready? Good old breast milk.
I ain't drinking it.
See,
Where do you buy that from?
women sell it.
I
Yeah.
am not.
Is
drinking
that
it.
legal?
How can you stop somebody from milking themselves? What do you mean it's illegal? They call it gold milk. It's called the golden milk. I kid you not. People
Do
buy
you
it.
drink it?
I don't think that's legal, Trey.
I'm gonna be honest. When
Do
Dee
you
was
drink it?
pregnant, I said I wanted to do it. I just cannot. I could not do it. My mom said I didn't breastfeed anyway.
I didn't either.
I'm not gonna. I got some stories offline I can share, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be 100% honest. When you watch people eat, women eat, and you see what they put in their body, are you really gonna drink them? Like for instance, you see what I'm saying? If a woman was pregnant and you saw her eat poison, you're not gonna drink her milk, okay? But you can buy breast milk, people. $45 a pack, by the way.
Is that sold at the farmer's market or something?
No, that's online.
Online?
Pregnant with, a woman doesn't have to be pregnant to put the.
What are they cutting it with?
What do you mean? What are they cutting it with? They're not cutting it with fentanyl.
Cutting it with cows or cutting it with
No,
goats?
this is
Like, I don't
100%.
even-
They got the breast pump things. They just boom, 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 and then they just sell it.
I don't. So you're buying
gonna
milk
stick
off the
the-
internet?
I'm not.
I'm gonna. just
people
stick to
are
oat milk.
buying. Is that like an only milk website or something?
Bro, it's a thing. Watch this. More, what you call those people? Bodybuilders? Because it is the nutrients that we need, they buy it from pregnant women and they get better results in the gym.
Does it got a lot of protein in it?
Because it got the proteins they need. And it's clean. And it's safe. Allegedly.
Illegal.
It's not illegal.
Google it.
I think you can. I think you can.
How can you not? Watch this. You're telling me the government now can tell women what to do with the lower half and the upper half?
Are you kidding me?
Listen.
Can't do that, and you better not sell milk you got that you're naturally producing.
They already can't sell you can't sell your body. So why would you be able
That's
to sell
not
the content?
prostitution. That's
Exactly.
different.
You're prostituting
That's not-
your milk, right?
I got a question.
You're selling it for somebody's consumption.
Dudes do it at the bank.
Oh,
Dudes do it at the bank. You know what bank I'm talking about?
I know they're milking themselves. I
come
don't
on.
even want to. Come on now.
All right, go ahead.
Oh no.
I just don't. That I'm
gonna buy some. I'm gonna find.
We're gonna Google. We're gonna Google that.
I'm gonna buy some.
Shots of breast milk.
No, I'm gonna buy some, and I'm gonna record us drinking it. And we can put it on Facebook. I'm buying it. I'm gonna find it. It's gonna cost me some money now, but I'm gonna buy it for us to drink some.
I'd probably throw in on it. But if you go to jail, I don't know. But
I
feel like it should be tested.
I'll take a
first.
shot. I'll take a shot of it.
I feel like it should be tested
I'll take
first.
a shot of it.
What
Do you-
testing for it?
Huh?
Testing for what?
I don't know.
Yeah,
To
like-
see if it's like really human or something.
I mean, that could be a thing, but normally these women are like,
That's not regulated.
those women that you showed me in the video. Was that the police state? It's women like that that's selling.
And that's why they're getting their doors kicked down by the FBI.
It's not illegal.
We finally figured it out.
No. Think about it this way. Why is something like that not illegal, but a bodybuilder, and I'm only saying this because you were talking about bodybuilders, but a bodybuilder wants to take anabolic steroids, and that's illegal.
That's tranquilizers and stuff. That's different. That's not him.
You missed
But
one
it's
thing,
their body.
Dustin.
But
It's
that's
illegal.
their body. But that's their body.
You can say that about anything. Oh, that
Okay.
person wants to take methamphetamines. That's their body.
There's a difference in methamphetamine.
They're both
and anabolic
drugs.
Steroids.
Steroids is a drug.
You don't get high off of steroids.
Your body does.
No.
Well, thanks everybody for listening to part A.
Yeah.
This took a weird turn.
You can buy
Took a weird turn. I just,
baby
don't.
carrots and breast milk. baby.
I'm confused.
I'm
now.
just going to stick to oat milk.
There you go. I like oat milk.
I'm confused.
It is really
What are you
good.
confused about? Are you just shocked that women can get paid from this?
Yeah, I feel like
So let me ask this real quick before I end off there about the milk part. If I'm going to give up milk and start drinking oat milk, do I need to give up cheese?
It's up to you, but you want to eat cow puss.
Is there any cheese I can eat?
Unfortunately, vegans have not mastered cheese yet, so it's better to stay away from the cheese or just eat the cow puss, people. Eat your poison. Eat your heart out.
I can't be a hypocrite and say, oh no, I don't want to eat food dye, but I'm going to eat cow puss.
There you go.
don't forget to like and subscribe if you still care to listen to anything else, because I'm disgusted. I don't even know if I'm going to like and subscribe to this show anymore, but I appreciate everybody for listening.
Yeah, man,
Listen to-
remember, the truth's out there. Read between the lines.
Yeah, boy.